I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to chat about. I just wanted to get on here. I guess I wanted to get something off my chest, but I just don't know what it is yet. I don't know what it is yet. Maybe it's the fact that I'm turning 23 in a couple of days. 23 is not cute, but then to be honest, I've been saying that for the past couple of years. For the past 5 years, I've been saying X is not cute. 22 is not cute. 21 is not cute. When is my age gonna be cute? I feel like I keep saying that because I'm not where I feel like I need to be. Though I feel like I'm being a bit harsh on myself by saying that because 23 is, or like early 20s is the point where you've got students, be it in their parents' homes or like on their own by means of like student accommodation and stuff. That's the point where like they're still trying to study and figure stuff out. I feel like I'm being harsh on myself. And I guess I'm being harsh on myself because if I'm not harsh on myself, then no one is. A lot of these. Let me talk normally. A lot of the people my age, the students and stuff, they're being held accountable by their performance academically. Like if you don't perform academically, then you're in trouble. Whereas me, like I need to hold myself accountable based on a particular achievement. I had a wonderful day today. Or this afternoon, I had a wonderful afternoon. I was chilling with some sisters, man. I was chilling with some sisters. They're my friends out. For some reason, I always feel weird name dropping the sisters. I'm perfectly fine with name dropping the brothers, but then I guess my lack of exposure to, you know, or my unfamiliarity with having. It's gonna make me sound like such a loser, but like friends that are like, yeah, kind of makes me feel weird. I don't know, like name dropping them. I don't know. I think that's something I have to get over one day. But yeah, I had a wonderful afternoon today. I essentially met with them because I wanted to get some advice, some direction, some referral regarding my whole mission of getting someone on board with the channel and whatnot, and taking the channel in a different direction. I spoke to them regarding that, and it was a lovely chat. And then we went on to have like a nice little hangout, session after the chat. And yeah, it's exciting and scary at the same time. I was excited to hear that um I'm in good hands, but then at the exact same time, it all started sounding a bit too real. Like holy shit, this might actually happen. You know, I feel like that's the biggest thing that's standing in between people and their success, is the feeling of it getting a bit too real. As funny as it sounds, like people find comfort in the fact that their ambitions haven't like manifested into anything real yet, because it's scary. It's scary to think that you have to tackle so many things, or you have to tackle a particular, venture or something. It's scary. it's it's scary, dude. You know, it's scary. I can get why so many people don't ever tackle the obstacles, or like the particular. It doesn't even have to be an obstacle. Just I can get why people don't ever take the necessary steps to bring about their own success, because it's scary. It's comfortable and it's easy to just get up in the morning and go to work and do the activities and come back. But it's scary to like quit your job, use the savings that you've accumulated to start that one business, get people to like start working. This is obviously an example, like a business, related example. But yeah, this applies with like all ambitious ventures. So it started sounding a bit too real, but I can't back out. Can't back out. Hell no. What am I gonna back into? You know what I mean? Like, the only people that can afford to back out are the people who have things that they can back into. Oh, I'm being backed into a corner. I'm just gonna back into my old job. I'm just gonna get my old job. I'm just gonna get another job. I've got nothing to be backed into. It's this, or I fall off the cliff. you know that was a dope analogy for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Usually my analogies are ass, but this one was tough. Another thing that I like leaning on is the fact that my country needs more business minded people. Because there are no opportunities in my country. So we need more creators rather than consumers. So, yeah, I like to tell myself that I'm on the right track by reflecting back on that reality that my nation needs more way pavers. Is way paver a thing? People who are gonna make a way, rather than people who are just gonna follow a way. Because everyone's looking for a job. Way too many people are looking for work, and there isn't enough work. So I dream of a reality where I just have like a bunch of workers, constructing the pedals and whatnot. I dream of that reality. I dream of just walking into a factory and being met with tons and tons of my workers earning a living and developing these devices that I love so much. And that's possible. It's possible for me to do. I just need to be courageous. I just need to be courageous. That's the word of the day, courageous. I've always wanted to play guitar since a little boy. Since around the age of 7, you know, fell in love with the instrument. Asked mom to buy me one in grade 3 probably. But then she got me an acoustic, and I kind of just put it on the back burner for 12 years. Then after 12 years, I finally decided that I wanted to learn the thing. So I played that very acoustic for a year. And then after a year, I got myself the electric that you see in my videos. That's my first ever electric guitar. So yeah, I've always loved this kind of thing. And like reflecting back on the fact that I've always loved guitar kind of gives meaning to the mission that I'm currently on. It kind of justifies it, because yeah, I only became familiar with pedals like a couple of years ago, like maybe in 2021, because I didn't really know about guitar pedals before then, like 2021. But like, pedals are adjacent to guitar, and I've always loved guitar, so I don't feel like I'm being silly. I don't feel like I'm being random or sudden by trying to pursue this. Yeah, man, I had a really lovely afternoon. We were there by the campus. They stay by the student accommodation campus. Yeah, it was a chat that was long in the making. It finally happened. I finally pulled up to the campus. We sat by the bench. We had a lovely chat. I don't do that. I feel like a huge reason why I'm so hung up on it, and the huge reason why I always get so hung up on like social gatherings like this, whenever they occur, like as rarely as they occur, is because of that. It's because they occur very like seldomly. It's almost like I get nervous and excited at the same time, and apparently that feeling's the same thing. Like the feeling of being excited and nervous is the same thing, same feeling. So whenever I get home after an evening of that, or after a night of that, or after a midnight of social interaction, I just get home and I feel excited and nervous at the same time. I feel glad and sad at the same time. I know there's someone out there who feels how I feel. It gets to the point where I don't even want to like you ever speak to someone that you not necessarily admired, but like ever speak to someone that you let me rephrase this. You ever have like such a good time around someone that when you go home for long enough, that when you go home you don't even want to like go to the bathroom? Has that ever happened to you? Like you don't even want to, because you don't even want to do something as disgraceful as going to the bathroom. You don't even want to do something as disgraceful as you know it's a crazy thing that I'm talking about right here. But like, I know there's people out there who know what I'm talking about. Like you don't even want to, like, say you go to the bathroom, you don't even want to see your member. I know there's someone who knows how I'm feeling. Like you had like such a cool chat with someone that, like, upon getting home, you don't even want to think about the usual stuff that you think about. And by the way, let me make this clear. This is not even like in a This is a completely platonic connotation or platonic sort of experience. Does that ever happen to you? Like you don't even want to go to the bathroom because that's such a disgraceful act. Like how dare you go to the how dare you go to the bathroom after having had a chat with this person, after having had such a lovely chat with this person for so long. How dare you whip out your John? How dare you look at your John? I know there's someone who knows what I'm talking about. To some it might be weird, but then yeah, there's someone out there who knows what I'm talking about. So yeah, it was a lovely little afternoon. Very cool, very different. I'm usually on my own. Nothing wrong with being on your own, but that can't be the norm. I didn't mean to sound very emotional there. My voice just did a funny thing. Yeah. Yeah. They assured me that they know some people who'd be interested in my pitch with the whole YouTube thingamajig. Thing is though, I need to be prepared, dude. I need to have the equipment down. I need to have the setting down. Like I said, I don't know if I said this in the post or in the video. Like your bandwagon needs to be moving a bit before people want to hop on. People are not gonna hop on a bandwagon that's not moving. It needs to have motion. I need to be able to show people rather than just talk to them about something. This is my life, y'all. Sorry that I talk about myself so much, but then this is my life. I have a separate channel where I play guitar and whatnot, but this is the channel where I tell you about my thoughts. I know you have your own thoughts as well, and I appreciate you for listening. And I pray that in your life you have someone who is there to listen to your thoughts and really give you an ear and make you feel heard. For me, this is not about feeling heard, it's about getting it off my chest. Because it's just going to weigh down on me. I hope you're heard and whatnot. And I hope you achieve your dreams too, man. God is great. That's what I like about the second channel. I can see God is great. Well, I can say God is great on the first channel as well. I don't know. I want to make this very clear. I don't refrain from saying God is great on the first channel. I just feel like I can blabber on and on about how great God is on the second channel without people unsubscribing. Not because they don't like God, but then because it's not what they subscribe for. They subscribe for the guitar stuff. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. We're in here. Shout out to friends. Shout out to friends that make you feel good. Had a lovely chat. I almost wanted to cap this video for 20 minutes, but then I feel like I might want to blabber on for another 5 minutes about just how awesome that chill session was. It was cool. It felt so different from what I'm used to. It felt so grown up because grown up from a kid's eyes, I should say, because it was me and the sisters, like four of them by the bench. That's it. No other dude. Usually, like when I'm in a social setting, I'm there with my with dudes, and then they're there with like, you know what I mean, dude? I know there's someone out there who gets what I'm trying to say. Oh, they're so cool. I was just there with the sisters. For I went there for exactly that. I went there to chill with the sisters, and then just to hear their 2 cents regarding my mission and their referral, because they know some sisters that might be interested in this thing. If not, they know sisters that know sisters that might be, you know. I felt so grown up, man. I felt so grown up. I felt like I was around some grown-ups, man, because in my eyes still, even though I understand just how lame college can be and like university and that whole idea can be. It just felt very. I felt like I was around some adults because they were in that sort of environment. They're of that sort kind of environment. You know, I always just felt so left behind, or like not even left behind, but like far behind. Because left behind implies that you're trying to catch up. No, I wasn't trying to catch up. I just felt very left behind by academics, or like academically inclined people. Because academically inclined people have a somewhat clear vision of their future. I was never able to do that. I was always just like caught like off guard by some of the stuff that my academic peers were talking about, were onto. Like it felt like it felt like I would just turn my head for a single second and then turn back and hear them talking about a concept that is like 4 years ahead of the grade that we're actually in. Yeah, for example, like in grade 6 probably, I would hear like academically inclined students talking about, so no, in grade 10 I want to pick certain subjects and stuff like that. Rather than studying accounting, I want to study geography, and rather than studying um physics, I want to study business studies. Rather than doing maths literacy, I want to do pure mathematics. I couldn't even grasp that. And to this day, that's still the case. I was around some college people. They were talking about some shit that feels ahead to me, even though I'm at a point where I recognize that college is not for everyone. For a person in college, that might seem ahead, but to me, that that seems like I need to be careful here. Only that seems like something a college only a college student should care about. It shouldn't be intimidating for a person who is not in college, or who isn't academic, who isn't academic. It's 25 minutes now. Thanks for listening. Hell yeah.